Hello everyone, I hope that this finds you well. Get the privilege of bringing you a devotion today, and wanted to share with you one that I had read that really encouraged me. It was from a friend of mine called Brad Burris. In Rime of the Ancient Mariner, English author Samuel Taylor Coleridge discusses a phenomenon that he calls doldrums. And what he means by that is that the old sailing ships that were powered by wind alone, they had no oars, they had no motor, they would get sometimes far out to sea, and the sailors would find themselves with no wind to power their ships. These large boats would just sit there day after day, week after week, and sometimes even more than a month. Those of us going through this lockdown and this self-isolation and whatnot maybe have been feeling that way. And I had read that and thought that was a good word to maybe describe what we've been going through. Doldrums. It seems like there's no wind, and it seems like we're far out to sea and we're not moving or making any progress. For those sailors, it wasn't good to be stuck in doldrums. Their fresh drinking water would begin to run out. Their supplies and food would need to be rationed, and at times even disease would take over the ship. Weeks without any movement would begin to take its toll on their mental health. Even the sturdiest boatmen would begin to go a bit stir-crazy. Some would become so delusional, it was not uncommon that they would throw themselves into the sea, never to be seen again. Paul says this, Philippians 1:6, being confident of this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will perform it or bring it to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Just want to say to you today that if you are feeling maybe that you have some doldrums, or that you feel that there's not been much movement, I'm excited to know that they're looking to ease another restriction of the lockdown, and we are moving forward. We are making progress. You are on God's radar. Using a ship term, you are on God's radar. He knows what you're going through. He is moving us forward, and He prepares those things at times, maybe in doldrums where it feels like there's no movement, but God can be working on things within us. And I want to encourage you today that the wind will blow again. The sun will rise. I want to encourage you, if you are feeling maybe alone or feeling a bit abandoned or maybe just stir crazy, that you will move forward. That God will fulfill that which He began in you. He will bring it to completion. God doesn't do anything halfway. God does all things well, does things amazing and perfect. And I just want to encourage you, and I just pray that today you will feel the wind of God just breathing on you, that wind, just like to those sailors, that wind would be just amazing, that it would blow and their sails would fill with that wind, and then motion would happen. And I just pray that today, that God is filling your sails, that there's movement, and that you just can have that sense of assurance that He is with you, that He is for you, and that He will bring you to the place in His time where He needs you to be. Trust in Him. He knows what He's doing, and He's at work in your life. I pray that today is just an amazing day for you, that you feel a fresh wind of God on your life. God bless.